I mean, Ice Planet Barbarian plot isn't always great, but like, come on, if I'm gonna read a 600-page book, the plot better be better than this. And then Saturday, we're doing this whole Brooklyn Greenpoint beer crawl for Chase's birthday. Hi, it's Daphne. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this reading vlog. Currently, I am reading The Crown of Gilded Bones. I think I started this in another vlog, but I've made a lot more progress. I'm about 200 pages in, and this is like a 600 plus page book, and it's okay. Like I said before, my expectations are kind of low for it just because I've heard like not the best things about this third book, but I'm still like intrigued enough to continue on. I will say the writing is a little frustrating at times because our girl Jennifer is not like explaining where the plot is going at all. I feel like there's no plot. Like there's this like maybe war, this maybe whatever situation with Poppy's status. But I feel like the main plot throughout the 3 books has been like, what is Poppy? Is she a normal mortal? Is she special? Like, what's her deal? Like, I feel like that's the plot. And honestly, like, it kept me motivated in the first book, and then it kept me motivated in the second book, and now I'm just like, okay, she's like changed like physically, and I'm just like, okay, are we ever gonna know what her deal is? Like, why is that the main plot? It's kind of stupid, like, for the main plot to be of the main character being like, what am I? But what does this mean? I can't be this. Like all the time, I'm like, girl, can we just like, as the author, could she just like move on from that? Can there be other plot lines besides Poppy not knowing who the fuck she is? So that's a little annoying. But I digress. And then the next book I'm reading is on my Kindle. I just have it up on my phone from Goodreads, is Barbarian's Choice by Ruby Dixon. This is the 12th book in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. And I'm having a good time. I'm eating it up. I've been reading it seriously for maybe the last 24 hours, even though maybe I started a couple days ago. I'm enjoying it a lot. So this one is about Farley, who is an alien. She's an Ice Planet Barbarian, or barbarian. They're not like barbaric or anything. But in the beginning of the series, she was like an adolescent. Now many years have passed and she's in her adulthood, and she is waiting for residence, which basically means she's not looking for like a boyfriend. She's looking for the one. And they have these like symbiotic, I guess you call them parasites, that will resonate when they meet their mate, like their perfect mate. So she's waiting for that, and she finds him because the spaceship just lands on their planet and has other aliens of her kind on board, just like a small crew. And one of the guys she resonates to because she's just like off hunting, doing her thing, and comes across him and just like knows, like, this is my mate. And he's obviously not from the Ice Planet Barbarian. He's from where their people originally came from. So he's like, I don't know what the deal is with this girl. I didn't even know people lived on this planet. I thought this was like a desolate place. But he can't deny his attraction, even though he doesn't have like the parasite inside him to resonate back, but he does feel this like special connection to her. So it's like their story, and they have to decide, is he gonna stay or is she gonna go? And that's like the big conflict in the story. And I'm eating it up. I'm like, wow, this is like actually kind of a hard decision. Like, what are they gonna do? I could guess, but still, like, I can see why they would both have turmoil making that sacrifice if they really wanted to stay together. And it'd just be really sad if they didn't stay together, because then she knows she resonates to someone, she's never gonna resonate to anybody else, and he's gone. So yeah, eating that up. I'm already like well past 60% through. I will probably finish it today, honestly. And I don't know what I will want to read next. I'm definitely gonna still continue with this, but I don't think I'm gonna finish it in this vlog necessarily. The options I'm considering are over here. These are like my priority books. I have Jade City. I really wanted to read Jade City this month, but I don't know if I want to read like a big chunky Jade City as well as this book at the same time. So I'm thinking of reading Book Lovers or this Lisa Kleypas book, which is like the 4th book in the Wallflowers series, just to have like a different kind of vibe. I haven't read a historical in a while. So I have to run to my meeting. I will catch up with you later. Hello friends. it's been a little while since I've updated the vlog, but I'm jumping on in between meetings. I'm about to make some lunch, which is gonna be delicious. It's gonna be very vegan, very fresh food, very refreshing. The last time I talked to you, I was reading Barbarian's Choice, and it's just a novella. So I've already finished it. I finished it like the day I last updated you, and I gave it 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars in relation to the series overall. I really liked the plot. I think the idea of Farley being from the ice planet and this other alien guy who was of her own species from like civilization meeting up and like falling in love, and like that whole tension was really sweet. The spice was good, but it wasn't like the spiciest book, and I'm reading it for spice. So for plot, I really liked it, but for spice, like it was like maybe like a 3. So I just put it in the middle and put it as a 4. And then I made a lot of progress in The Crown of Gilded Bones. I am 240 pages in, and I'm having a pretty decent time. The plot is still like an issue with me. It's a bit weak at times. I'm still having like fun overall with Poppy and Castile being in a relationship and stuff like that, but the plot is like the weakest point of the whole book. So there's this main thing where the Atlanteans are having this problem because they don't have enough land for all their people, and they want to take back some of the land from Solus that the Ascended rule. And I'm like, okay, like that's your biggest thing is like space, whatever. And then I think the plot of the Ascended being a threat to their kingdom is valid, but like there hasn't been any active attacks against them. So it's like, okay, is that something like you're making up because you want to take your land back, you know? So I don't know, that's kind of weak. The main plot is just Poppy trying to figure out who she is, what her powers mean, and it's just like, dude, we've been trying to figure out your deal for 3 books and it keeps changing, and it's just like, ugh. Why is this a main plot focus? I will say though, one really positive thing I'm enjoying about this book is Poppy and Castile's relationship is still growing, and they're getting to know each other, and the intimacy that they're building together. I will say this one is not PG-13 vibes like the first book was. It's not like super smutty. I would say it's just like spicy. Like I give it maybe like, out of 5, I'd give it maybe like a 3.5 on spice. But yeah, that's really fun, and I'm glad it's less PG-13. Like, we know what we're here for when it comes to romance. At least I know I am here. I'm here for some good chemistry and spice. I mean, Ice Planet Barbarian plot isn't always great, but like, come on, if I'm gonna read a 600-page book, the plot better be better than this. So I'm a little frustrated by that, but at least I'm enjoying the couple in the story. If I wasn't enjoying the couple, I would DNF, you know. But there's still a lot of questions, but I just wish the plot was better to keep me more intrigued. Like I said earlier, the writing style could also be better. I feel like the visualizations could use work in the descriptions and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep pushing through. And then I also picked up another book on my Kindle since I finished Ice Planet Barbarians. It's a novella called That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. This is with a black heroine and this sexy demon man in some kind of like fairy tale like world where this god wakes up every 15 years and basically requests the people of this village go defeat like these demons and monsters and stuff. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to chill on my farm with my friend and eat cheese and drink. Like, I'm not here for the adventure. I just want a peaceful life. And it's quite funny. It's definitely supposed to be comedic, and I am giggling, so I'm enjoying myself. This was like a random book I picked up. I didn't see anybody talking about this, but it was like featured on Amazon in the Kindle section, and I saw a black heroine and I was like, ooh, let me see what this is about. And it's a series. It's like the Mead Mishap series, so who knows, maybe I'll read all of them at some point. But yeah, it's very short. It's like under 200 pages, and I'm having a good time so far. I'm barely into it. Like, she just met the demon guy. But I was so exhausted last night trying to read it. I was like, okay, she met him. Like, I just need to go to sleep. I also decided, because maybe I'm crazy, to pick up another book. I really should be reading Book Lovers or Jade City because they're on my TBR, but I was like, there's too much pressure for that. So I was like, let me just pick up a historical. This will be an easy read. Maybe not the shortest book, but I think it'll be an easy read. And this is the 4th book in the Wallflowers series by Lisa Kleypas, Scandal in Spring. This is with Daisy and a man named Matthew, and it's gonna be their romance. And yeah, I'm excited to finally finish off this series. I I started the series a while ago, so I will probably pick this up when I need a break from the Blood and Ash series. But this clip has been long enough. I'm going to make some lunch before I have another meeting, which is gonna be too soon anyway. All right, only because I brought it up. Here's my delicious sandwich with my fresh food. This is all vegan cheese. I got tomatoes, cucumbers, onion, spinach, hummus. Delicious, it's gonna be so good. My mom made this for me when I was at home, and I'm just happy to make it again here for myself. Hey, so I am done working, but I just wanted to update you because I got something in the mail. I ordered this book the other day. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People, the Only Book You Need to Lead You to Success by Dale Carnegie. This is like a really well-known book. It's like a self-help book. I'm not a self-help girly, but this book is one book that I'm like, damn, I really need the information. I just want to be more capable when it comes to meeting people, connecting with new people, get over like my shyness fear, and just honestly be a little bit more like Chase. Chase is so good with people, and I love that about him. I love that he brings new people into our lives that are cool and interesting, where I am less capable of doing that on my own. But at the same time, I aspire to that skill. He actually listened to this on Audible like a while ago, and he didn't take that much away from it, but that's only because he's like, yeah, a lot of the things they brought up, he's like, those are things that I kind of already do innately. But he thought it was interesting to see why the things that he does naturally work, and like how it makes sense for why it works and stuff like that. It just, he didn't like a lot of the things he kind of like already knew. But for me, I don't know anything. So yeah, I'm really excited about gathering the knowledge from this book. Hopefully I'll pick it up soon. I also just wanted to let you know that the rest of this week is gonna be pretty interesting, hopefully. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, our friend Nikki is gonna be staying with us, I think, for 2 days. And then Saturday, we're doing this whole Brooklyn Greenpoint beer crawl for Chase's birthday. His birthday's on the 20th. That's what he wanted to do. So I set up a cute little flyer and map for everyone. I just felt like being cute like that. I can put it here for you if you just want to see what I designed. I am not a graphic designer, but I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's kind of cute, you know? So that should be coming in the vlog as well, with the B-roll clips and stuff. So, hey, we are going out, and this is the fit. We're both gonna wear our Yankee hats. And yeah, I think this is quite sporty cute.
Cheers, Dad. Oh! No, it looks sick like this.
Does it?
There's your Taco Bell. Where?
Oh, we do?
Oh shit, Mexican pizza. Taco Bell!
Bday. I am gonna update you on my reading. I finished that fantasy romance novella book. I think it was called That Time I Was Drunk and Saved Demons, something like that. Pop it up. And it was really cute. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I don't know how much I told you when it came to the plot, but our main character, Cinnamon, is a black woman living in this fantasy world where demons are very dangerous. They pray to this goddess to protect their village or their country or whatever. It's kind of like a wide shield, and every 15 years it needs to be strengthened. So the goddess requests these people go on this adventure to defeat the demons as they break in through the shield. Cinnamon drunkenly, in her celebration of not being selected to go on the adventure, accidentally comes across a demon, and she and her family run like a spice farm, and in her attempt to escape, she like whacks him across the face with a cinnamon branch. I don't really know how cinnamon works. I guess it's just like trees. And for whatever reason, cinnamon, the spice, breaks the curse on the demons. So the demons are under this spell by this false goddess to go crazy every 15 years to like scare the people into submission to her. And then they join forces to break these semi-Horcruxes, if we're gonna go by like Harry Potter terminology. I think that's what it's called in Harry Potter. So the goddess, who's really just a witch, has these chalices, these like cups in north, south, east, west locations that keep her alive, like a Horcrux. Like for Voldemort. And Cinnamon and the demon Fallon are going on their own adventure to destroy them all. So she's like, ugh, how did I get roped into this? Like, he's threatening my family, like I have to do it. And it's their romance and adventure, and people they come across. And it was a really short little novella, but it was really fun. I enjoyed the chemistry between Cinnamon and the demon guy. He was really dope. You find out that he's like a dragon, like he can transform into a dragon, and yeah, their chemistry was on fire, literally. But I will say, like, the overall plot of like them going on to destroy the chalices or whatever was like a little silly, and at times like a little too easy. But it was a short little story, and it was fun. So I might continue that. I know there's like a 1.5 version of the book with like a new couple. I think it's only like 60 pages or something. It's really short. And then a second book with a werewolf and somebody else. So maybe I'll read that. I did a little bit more reading on the 3rd Blood and Ash book, but not that much. Not much to update on. It's been a couple days, so I'm trying to pull into my memory bank. Poppy is now living within the kingdom of Atlantia, and people, there are these like dark brotherhood or something that's out to get her. They like want to dispatch her, and there's these weird like undead creatures that aren't the Craven, but like something else that are being puppeteered by this brotherhood, and they're all trying to kill her. That's the update on that. I'm gonna prioritize finishing that book in the next vlog, most likely. The historical romance I was thinking of picking up, I ended up never reading for this vlog, so I'm just gonna scratch that. I don't think I'll pick it up for now. I kind of want to read Book Lovers, so maybe I'll read that next. I'm rambling. But yeah, I think I completed 2 books in this vlog. I really don't know. I think I started playing Barbarian's book and the other one. So that's it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye!